It's a state. And when you get used to it, it's just like you become a freaking oracle. Okay. You're a walking
Yeah.
psychic superpower, super saiyan, Shira, princess of power oracle. Right. But that doesn't get to that until you can do this with your hands, the left and the right hand, clapping and clapping, right? So
Really.
the man has to hold space for her to reach orgasmic profile, which is about 20 minutes, give or take, right? But he's not even there. He's not even there yet. It's not even there. It's rare, 10%. So we
Oh,
have to change that. We have to change that.
yeah. I find social media has really been a detriment to some of this too. Because many people, you hear so many relationships where they're in a relationship, but they're still talking to other genders on the phone or in social media and that type of thing. Where how can you build a tantra kind of relationship if you're not dedicated to one, like you're saying, right? And there's so much of it's happening today, that I understand anyway, that it's nice to see what you're doing to bring this back together where people can actually find that happiness instead of trying to go sneak out on the other side, trying to get what they think they need, where you're showing
Mm-hmm.
exactly what they do need and how to
Mm-hmm.
get there, right? That's beautiful. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I think when you said about technology too, it made me think like it's made us become disassociative with
Oh,
each
totally.
other. It's almost like, well, it is an addiction, right? It's just as much as a drug addiction or any other kind of addiction because we are alienating ourselves from our community and from the people around it and even our own minds, I think, in that.
Yeah.
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 We're too busy communicating like this
Yes.
Yes.
instead of in person. It's even like in the schools is worse. In the
Yes.
schools it's horrible.
Yeah. I was going to say,
They can't even socialize with each other really.
you see them in restaurants,
So
they don't even talk to each other or anything. You know,
yeah, I mean, you could eat, right, correct. You could sit down in a restaurant for about an hour and just observe how many people are just their neck has to be hurting because they're looking down at their phone so much.
all the time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So being present is part of. So if I had to give some tips to your audience, like how can I get started on this tantra journey? How can I just be present, put down the phone and the technology, be present, be in the moment, not in the future, not in the past, be present. And when you're becoming present, that allows you to tap into your body, which is what is essential when you start your tantra journey. So number one would be pre-present. Number two is as women, learn to tap into your heart space when you speak. And I think you guys kind of got that part, right? You don't speak from the mind. Take a deep breath, bring it into the heart, and speak. Because women are positive poles. This is our positive pole right here. Men have their positive pole down there, which is why, the wind can blow and they'd be like, yeah, I'm ready. But women are ready up here, right? They're nurturing, they're naturally nurturing, giving, right? Being in the positive pole. So once you get into your heart space, women, and do that, then I want you to send that energy down to your ovaries, your left and your right ovaries, showing it love, and then sending it down to your uterus, showing it love. And sometimes after a while, I teach my students their exercises. Like after a while, you'll start to cry because you realize, like, I'm crying. I don't know. It's kind of like yoga when you open your pelvis. It's like, I don't know why I'm crying. I'm just crying. And grief is held in our ovaries. When you've had sexual trauma, you've had abortions, you've had miscarriages. Again, those energies, unless they are released, they're there and they start to trickle down to the physical. Thus, you have things like cysts, fibroids, and things. These are stuck emotional energies just waiting for you. Somebody help me, please, to come out. So going into your heart space and then moving that energy down in the front into your ovaries and into your uterus. Okay. And then the other thing I would say, and this is just me, this is when I get a little selfish, more hugs. The world needs more hugs, hugs and